Hi everyone, how are you doing today? Today I'm going to be talking about a topic that has to do with feminine health and hygiene. And basically what I'm talking about is something that affects a lot of females across all ages. So you hear a lot of females saying, I want something that can tighten my vagina. Yes, it's actually becoming a big health concern. And a lot of people buy products that are quite expensive and some of the time don't even work. Just wasting a lot of money and ending up not getting the satisfaction that you're supposed to get. Before we get into this topic, we're going to be talking about things that actually makes the vagina to lose its tightness. There is a misconception that goes on that when a woman sleeps with a variety of men, a whole lot of men, that her vagina becomes loose. This is not correct. This is actually very, very incorrect. Vaginal laxity, that is what is called, the looseness of the vaginal wall, can actually be caused by a whole lot of things. It can be caused by decrease in estrogen levels in the body. That is why most women that have experienced menopause actually have vaginal laxity, because estrogen levels are no longer what it's supposed to be. Another thing that can cause it is actually decreased lubrication of the vaginal wall. Basically, we know that the walls of the vagina, they contain the kinds of muscles that can actually be relaxed and also tighten. They basically tighten at certain moments and they also relax at certain moments. This is in order to enable it so that a woman can have ability to push during labor and give birth to a child. So basically that's what happens when you're giving birth. This place, the muscles relax and you are able to actually be open for the child to pass through. But when you're done giving birth, the muscles are supposed to go back to the size they're supposed to go back to. But sometimes in most women, it doesn't go back to that size. And also in most women, it's found out that even before a girl has sex, sometimes her vaginal walls are not tight. They are actually very loose. And sometimes it can be also due to genetics, due to how someone was given birth to. It is not because the person has been loose or been having sex for a long period of time. That is just how the person's body is. Now this can be worked with certain of the methods that I'm going to be talking about this video. So if you know you've not subscribed, please kindly subscribe to this channel, because I'll be bringing a lot of interesting videos like this for you to actually watch. And if you know someone that this video will benefit, please share this video with them so they can watch. Also, please, if you've not liked this video, kindly like this video. So let's get into the video proper. So one thing you're going to know that, like I've said before, is that there are a lot of things that causes it, but having sex with numerous partners is actually something that doesn't cause looseness of the vagina. Now, estrogen being reduced can cause it, and vaginal laxity has a lot of symptoms that comes along with it. Sometimes there is dryness of the vaginal walls, there is lack of lubrication, there is irritability during pain and during sex, there is also pain. Some people just experience pain every single time that they're about to have sex, which is nowadays becoming something that people feel like it's normal. Pain during sex is actually something that is not normal. Sometimes it can be psychological and sometimes it can be physical. So these are part of things that come with vaginal laxity. Okay, so these are all things you have to understand that can happen in a woman. And we're going to be talking about things that can be used in order to combat vaginal laxity. Number one thing is doing a Kegel. I will always be someone that supports doing Kegels. Why? Because Kegels are one thing that will change your life. If you learn how to do Kegels and you start doing Kegels, my darling, you would not stop. Because it is one exercise that you can do in the comfortability of your house. Nobody needs to know that you are doing it. You can do it anywhere, in office, at home, anywhere, and it benefits your pelvic wall muscles. So it benefits your vaginal health, it benefits your urinary tract and everything down there. Okay, a Kegel can be the difference between one woman and the other woman. It also benefits your sexual skills. For people who know how to do Kegels during sex, it can actually make sex more enjoyable for you. Okay, so number one, doing a Kegel is going to actually help in the tightening of vagina. One thing you need to know is that if you start doing a Kegel today, in 1 month time, you should see a difference between the size of your vagina when you started and that day. Vaginal tightening is not something that happens overnight, so don't expect a result in 1 week's time. But at least in 1 month's time, you're going to see a difference between the size when you started and the size at that time. Now, number two thing that you can do is to try hormonal replacement therapy. like I said, reduced estrogen levels can actually lead to vaginal laxity. So if you're someone that can actually has the option and the economical power, the economical prowess to try hormonal replacement therapy, and you've spoken to your gynecologist and they say yes, you can do a hormonal therapy, then you could try a hormonal therapy. Then apart from hormonal therapies, there are also a lot of herbs out there that have been used since up to 50 years ago, 500 years ago, have been used in the management of this among women. Some of these are not herbs that we have presently in Nigeria, because we know that all over the world Ayurvedic medicine varies from different tribes to different tribes depending on what herbs are found in certain places. But the good news is that some of these herbs are present in Nigeria as supplements, so you can get them in their supplement form and use them for this particular purpose. One of those herbs is actually aloe vera. Aloe vera is present in Nigeria, every single place that you go in the world. I think everybody has aloe vera because it is one plant that can actually survive in any kind of environment. So aloe vera can be used in the tightening of the vagina. It can be used as a gel to apply on the vulva wall. Do not insert into the walls of the vagina itself, please. And all that you're doing, avoid applying most of these herbs into your vagina. You don't want to close up that place. Just apply it at the opening, at the vulva opening of the vagina. You don't need to insert it, please. Just apply it at the vulva opening, please. Okay, another herb that is actually very good for this is also black cohosh. Before you take or use any of this herb, please make sure you actually speak to your healthcare provider to know whether you are someone that is eligible, because some of them cannot be used in certain people. For example, people who have a history of certain issues that are related to hormones, people who are pregnant, people who are breastfeeding, people who have a family history of certain cancers, people who have had fibroids in certain times, and the rest, the list goes on. So before you actually use any of these, please make sure you speak to your healthcare provider, okay, so that they can know whether you can use this or you can't use this. Another herb that actually has an effect on vaginal tightening is garlic. If you can steadily use garlic in your food daily for at least a period of 1 month, in combination with some of these other herbs that I've spoken about, and also in combination with the kegels that I've spoken about, you should see a very good result in the next 30 days if you start today. Another herb that is actually also good for this is asparagus. The asparagus species I'm going to be putting up on the screen so that you know what you are doing. Another one that is actually very good for this is also the oak gall. The galls that are formed on oaks. We know that some of these things, like the oak gall, has been used in China from age long for this purpose and for some other sexual purpose. So if you're going to use any of this, you can check me out on Instagram, send me a direct message, and I'm going to be sure to reply to tell you how to use them, maybe directions that you can use them, or you can do your own research in order to know how to use them, because these are things I feel you should try, because when you try it, you are going to testify. Okay, that's it for today's video. I'm going to be uploading the next video soon, so please watch out, subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed, and like the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got value from this video. Bye.